Don't you all just love to laugh? Maybe that's just me. Hey everyone, welcome to their top 10 list. Welcome to my top 10 funniest anime I've ever seen. Yes, it's hard to do a list without just being completely subjective, because that's what a top 10 list is all about. I love me a good anime. I love me a good anime comedy. It's just, I don't watch all of them, and I'm sure there's a bajillion hilarious animes out there that I've never seen, but I've seen quite a few, and I'm here to talk about my 10 favorite animes that have made me laugh the most. These ones just tickle that funny bone in the right spot. That sounded wrong, but hey, why not? So here we go. Top 10 funniest anime I've seen. Number 10, Space Dandy. Space Dandy is a lot of fun. This is a fun space adventure, cowboy, bounty hunter show created by Shinichi Watanabe. I can tell he based his character on Spike Spiegel. This is like if Spike Spiegel was just a very cartoony, over-the-top character. Almost if Spike Spiegel had the personality of Edward. It's almost like Cowboy Bebop if it was just a goofy, silly Saturday morning cartoon series. It's a lot of fun. It's very flashy. It's very fast in your face. It's not a show for everyone. It's not a comedy show for everyone. A lot of people would find it very ridiculous, and it is. It goes so cartoony, so unrealistically bizarre that it's fun, it's enjoyable, and I love it. Coming number 9 is Orion High School Host Club. Oh man, back in my high school days, I'm binging this. This is a cool show. It's a fun show. It's a great slice of life, coming of age comedy show. It's literally about a girl who knows about the Orion High School Host Club. It's a club in her school that all these like secret members are a part of. They're like the most popular kids in school. They all have like these like secret kind of abilities, and they all have these like secrets of the establishments. So she dresses up like a boy and joins the club. She has to hide her secret identity and her secret crushes and love for some of the members, all from the men in the Orion High School Host Club. Try saying that 20 times fast. Orion High School Host Club. Very funny show. I hate that it was only one season. It was only like 26 episodes, and that's it. A lot of fun, though. I always enjoyed watching this show when I was in high school. I remember rewatching it years later. Still holds up. Still very funny. Still very silly, but it's good for everyone. It's a great anime for everyone to watch. All right, number 8, One Punch Man. This is a great show, too. However, this is mostly Season 1, because Season 2 is not great. I know for so many years we were waiting for a Season 2 of One Punch Man, and it did not deliver the goods, but the first season is still amazing. I love this world of these people with these superpowers. They all want to be vigilantes and superheroes, and then there's this man who has no hair, and he has the most indestructible ability. He punches one person and they die. That is literally his ability, and he's looking for the ultimate enemy so he can actually fight against. And yeah, it's hilarious. I love that he's like a joke that no one thinks he's that strong until he actually fights. I love the side characters are some of the best. His sidekick is great. The bicycle guy, the guy who rides the bicycle and throws his bike at people, the funniest shit ever. The side characters are almost as funny as the lead character, but the lead character is great too. He's very enjoyable. He wants to be the hero that the world wants, but he also wants the ultimate fight, which is great. It is a lot of fun, a lot of hilarious comic book references. If you're a huge superhero fan, definitely check this one out. You'll find it a barrel of laughs. All right, number 7, Spy Family. Spy Family is a good time. I watched this actually in the summertime, just the past. Everyone told me to watch the show. I had to check it out. It is a lot of fun. It's very funny. It's about this spy. He needs to find this like secret organization, this like terrorist organization. So he has to go undercover as like a stay-at-home or like a working father. So he adopts this girl, but she is like a psychic who can read people's minds, and he's trying to hide his secret identity, but the daughter knows that what he is because she can read his mind. And then he hires like a fake wife who is an assassin and stuff, and they're all trying to hide their abilities from each other, but also being a family. It's a lot of fun. It's very sweet. It's very charming. It's, again, a great show for the whole family to watch. It's just a lot of fun. And I enjoyed it. Like, I watched both the 2 seasons, and it's a good time. It's a good show. Number 6, The Devil is a Part-Timer. The Devil is a Part-Timer is hilarious. I'm glad they brought the show back. It took like 7 years, but they brought the show back for season 2, and it's just as good. Unlike One Punch Man, it actually delivered on its season 2. I love the story about the devil, Satan himself, getting trapped on Earth, having no powers, and he has to get a job at McDonald's. That's hilarious to me. That's so funny. He has a bicycle that thinks he's a horse. He develops a romance and learns how to feel, how humans feel and stuff, and he almost becomes like a hero, even though he was Satan, and he almost becomes like a heroic Satan. It's so weird. It's such a bizarre anime. A lot of anime comedies are weird and bizarre, but that's the beauty and the charm of them all. But Devil's Part-Timer, one of the best. Number 5, Full Metal Panic. This is interesting because it's a mech anime. Mech animes are not usually funny. Like Code Geass, Neon Genesis Evangelion, what other ones? Gundam, Mobile Suit Gundam, Gundam Seed, Gundam Wing. Yeah, they're not funny. They're never funny. This one's funny, though. It's hilarious, mostly because of the 2 lead characters and the bizarre relationship they have. It's very, like, over the top, very sexual, too. There's a lot of perverted jokes that are pretty funny, I'll admit, but some of them are, like, so weird and out there. I remember watching, I never finished the show, but I remember watching quite a bit of it and always laughing my ass off watching it. I'm like, is this show meant to be this funny? But apparently it was. It was very intentional. I thought it was unintentional, but it's very intentional. And yeah, if you're a huge mech fan, check it out. It's a blast. Number 4, it's a pretty recent one called Zom 100. Zom 100 is such a good show. It's a Netflix anime. I loved it. It's about this guy who gets like an office job for years and years, and he almost becomes like a zombie because he doesn't sleep. It's just every day he works, and he becomes miserable, and life is miserable. And all of a sudden, the zombie apocalypse happens, and the world comes to an end, and he's finally happy now because the world came to an end. He doesn't have to go to work. He doesn't have to do a job he hates. He can just relax and chill and watch movies and play video games and have a good time while the world is ending. It's very funny. There's also some very deep emotional stuff in the show, but it's a hilarious show. It's a show we all can definitely relate to, especially if you have a really terrible job. It's still good. It's good. Number 3, we're going with a classic, Chobits. Chobits is a very fun sci-fi comedy romance about this guy who gets this robot to be his like personal robot, but then he finds out the robot has like feelings and empathy and starts falling in love with the robot stuff. However, the robot can only say "chi." That's where a lot of the comedy comes, that he's always like bearing his feelings to this robot, and she can't communicate back. She just says "chi." It's funny. Like, it's such a sort of cheap humor, and it's like kind of got like the same joke, but the joke is always funny, so that's why I've always loved Chobits. I know I'm weird. Anyways, number 2, Angel Beats. Angel Beats is interesting because this is not a strict comedy show. This is a like sort of fantasy drama show, but there's a lot of comedy in it. Like, this is one of the saddest anime you'll ever watch. Like, literally, there's like 5 different moments in the show that will make you almost bawl your eyes out. However, it is also hysterically funny. It is so funny. There is a lot of funny jokes. There's a lot of funny episodes. The visual humor, the inside humor, the fucking manga sort of humor. It is hilarious how funny. I've watched this anime 5 times, and I always have a good time with it. Not because I'm always crying because it's so emotional and such a good story, but man, the jokes, they always land. They're funny. It's a funny show, so check it out. Number 1, though, is Food Wars. I think Food Wars is the funniest anime I've ever watched. The obsession these characters have of cooking and being famous in the food industry is hilarious. The main character is one of the funniest characters in all of anime. The animation style makes it even funnier. The facial expressions of these characters. Also, the food is delicious. It looks delicious. It's cartoon food, but I'd still eat it. It's just great. If you ever want to watch an anime just to laugh your ass off and just have a good time, have a fun time, have a good feel-good time, Food Wars is the one for you. It's amazing. Check it out. So yeah, that was my top 10 funniest anime I've personally seen. So let me know in the comments below what are some animes that you love that are comedic animes, some of the funniest ones you've seen. Give me your top 5s, top 10s, whatever. Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like this video, please subscribe to this channel. Enjoy the dark side.